Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios on this 12.3.2025. Current time is 0612 a.m. Eastern Time here in upstate New York. That's the southern tier of upstate New York where I live and reside on this Wednesday morning, hump day. We're halfway through the week, working towards the weekend. I am your host, Rich Roberts, at Fireman Rich, here on the Wednesday morning coffee for 12. That says 12:1. That should, oh God, I did it again. Did it again, folks. It should be 12. Oh, let's go through the bit. It should be 12. Today's the 3rd. Damn it, I did it. I did this Monday, didn't I? Yeah, I did this Monday. I changed the date. I changed the date, but I didn't change. Let's change that to the 3. Okay, this is an easy update as far as that goes. Let me. Oh darn! Never fails, right? Never fails. Let's see, the 3rd. yeah, I did do it, didn't I, Tina? Good morning, Tina. Tina, our Jersey girl, is here. Yeah, I did this. I focus in on the day. I got everything else. There's always one little thing that happens here and stuff. Let's go ahead and change it up in here on the Rumble. And I got I could change the other things that I posted and stuff like that on all the other ones there. Here, let's see, edit, and let's change that to a 3, and save that. Let's close that. Go to the Facebook. We got to check the Facebook anyway. I bet you I got it right on Kick. Yeah, it's right on Kick. Checking out Kick. We have nobody on Kick yet. We have nobody on X Live yet. So, but we do have one person on Rumble, one person on Locals, 3 people on Twitch, nobody on Facebook, and comments coming on everything except Facebook, X Live, and Kick. I have to check those as far as that goes. So let me go in here real quick and change this. Let's see. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Did we lose? Yeah, we got audio. Okay, let's see. Edit post. Okay, that's okay there. Discard. We just got to go to 2 other Facebooks here. I'm going to change those dates, and then we're good to go. The other ones I can change later. Edit post. Like I don't do enough editing offline and stuff. But I hope everybody's having a good start to their morning here. Hashtag positive start today. Hashtag PSTTD. I do have the morning coffee, which is one thing I've even forgotten the morning coffee, haven't I? Huh? Always forgetting one thing, I guess. It's like that's a normal process. That's been going on for years, ever since I was married. I always forget one thing as far as that goes. Okay, that one's good on that one. Let's go to Tioga Fire Protection, Fire Prevention on the webpage, Facebook, and change that. And let's see, we'll get rid of that humming there. Let's see, turn that down a little bit. Oh, let's see, we'll change that to the 3rd. And we are getting our day started here by me editing and stuff, which I don't like to do live. I like to do all this stuff prior. And let's go ahead and park this back on our regular Facebook. Oh, there, we got audio, that's for sure. I don't have to check that. Loud and clear. Loud and clear. Okay, so we're back. We got the editing. Good morning, Tina. Our Jersey girl is here. Glad to have you here. And we're getting stuff already. And you said yes, lots of laughs. Yes. Oh, it always happens. But we do have the morning coffee, which is tasting mighty fine this morning, especially after yesterday. We did get some snow. We had a northeastern that came in yesterday. It was probably wet down your way, Tina, down Jersey, from what I've seen. The snow line was above you, I think. And but we got about 2.5 to 3 inches. And I got the snow thrower out yesterday, and it worked fairly well. It took me less than an hour to do the main driveway and the side driveway. Matter of fact, my 2 driveways, my neighbor, he has an area. He has a parking spot there. It's it's probably 40, 50 feet by 20 feet. Okay, a concrete driveway there going into his garages. And we had so much rain. Yeah, I saw that on the Doppler there. He had a lot of rain down that way. But my neighbor, his son comes over. He got a big plow there, with on the front of the pickup truck. I had both my driveways done before he got his done because he's circling around the cars and stuff. And they push the majority of their snow over to cross the road onto my property, which is fine. It's a open lot there on that side, so it's no big deal. The missus always saying was the least they could do is just sort of swipe out the end of the side lane there, and they did that a couple of times several years back and stuff. But I was just amazed. It's like I'm just zipping around on this electric. I spend more time positioning the electric extension cords than because it only takes me. I mean, the one driveway I got everything set. It takes me less than 30 minutes to do. As far as where shoveling it, of course, the missus, she went out and she did the sidewalk. She gets really motivated and stuff like that. So she gets out there and it's nervous because I'm slowly getting my day started. But she took care of the sidewalks and stuff like that. And so this was really the first real significant snowstorm where I had to go out. And there was at least 2.5 to 3 inches that I snow throwed, and no problem snow throwing it. It was a little heavy, but the snow thrower was able to handle it, no problem and stuff. I had the snow thrower 5 years now, I think 6 years. No, maybe 6 years. Let's see. Oh, Max. Let's see. Max. He passed away 2020 on the 14th of this month. So I had it before him. So I had probably 6, 7 years now. I've had this thing. So I love Max. Max is my best dog ever. And but we had the snow was supposed to go until about 1 o'clock, and it sort of started subsiding about 11:30. Snow, and there was two systems. You had down here in Florida, and then coming across the west. And they were going parallel, but once it got towards Florida, there's a low there that pushed it up. And as far as that goes, so it became a northeastern and stuff because I was looking at when I first woke up. They were the night before, they looked like they were going in parallel. And then the missus said, no, there's a low sitting off the coast of Florida. And I looked at the front systems on the weather map, and yep, there's a low. So that usually pushes it up, going up into, it becomes a northeastern as far as that goes. So our current weather right now, you can see it's just slightly overcast, no big deal. And so we got, and for the most part, once you shoveled it, the sidewalks got, it got warm enough to melted all the snow and stuff like that. So that's our current configuration as far as weather-wise. So again, first significant snow. Of course, down there in Jersey, especially central Jersey, where Tina's at, it was raining. I could see that. You could see the snow line. It was right above. It was probably right at, just above, right along New York City, going across into Pennsylvania, and up there in Boston, I guess on the news last night, it's just wet, and it's just a wet and icy. The snow didn't really accumulate and stuff like that. So, but we're getting our day started here with the weather temperature being 21 degrees Fahrenheit. 21 degrees Fahrenheit, and which is minus 6 degrees Celsius. And even yesterday, when it got down to like 28, 29, and 30 degrees, you walk out, it was warm. I mean, when I was doing the shoveling yesterday, or not the shoveling, snow throwing, once I got done with the main driveway, when I started doing the side driveway to the side street, I had to take my coat off. I had one of these on, and I had to take it off afterwards because I was sweating. I had a long sleeve shirt and stuff. So I've got two of these, which is good because I like this. Hey, Tony D's in the house. Salute to you, my friend, my brother veteran, my good friend and fellow broadcaster. Good. And Tony, the missus says good morning to you. So Tony is in the house here, and he'll be making the rounds. Yeah, we got the audio, but my audio on the it's sort of blanked out a little bit here in my earbuds and stuff, or my headphones. Salute to you, Fred, my friend. Hashtag positive start to the day. Good morning to the missus. The missus said good morning. And what is going on here? And Tina saying good morning to Tony on the let's see something. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let me make sure I got audio going here. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, we got audio. I'm seeing the indicators there, but Tina saying good morning, and Tony saying good morning to Tina. So there we have it and stuff like that. He's probably you probably jumped over the up there. You are on the Facebook too. I like that. Thank you, Tony, for the happy face, salute face on the Facebook. And let's see, we got 3 people over there on X. Let's see, do we got anybody over on Kick? Let's check just before we continue with the weather here. We got 2 people on Kick. Good morning to the folks on Kick. Thank you very much for being here. Greatly appreciate it. You know what? I need to check one setting here. Let's see what this says. No, that setting's good. Okay. Good morning to the folks on Kick. So we see 2 people. I won't be seeing your comments on Kick, so but I do come over here periodically. We don't see comments on Facebook, X, or Kick, but I have a tablet here. What's wrong with my tablet? It went belly up here. What's going on there? Man, we're just doing extra stuff here that I don't normally do on the broadcast. Let's restart that. But temperature 21 degrees Fahrenheit, which equates to -6 degrees Celsius here in upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York. And so you take that to profile, and there we go. We'll bring that back up. So our world times and temperatures as I speak, starting in Honolulu, Hawaii at 1:24 a.m. as soon as it populates. But we're going to have cloudy skies this morning. Will become partly cloudy this afternoon. High of 37. Okay. Maybe you might hit 40. Winds out of the west by southwest, 5 to 10 miles. So it got a little breezy last night. So it was breezy. And Tony says audio is good on. Okay, thanks, Tony. It's just I normally hear myself in my headphones, and I don't. I think it's because of my my old soundboard here. I got a Behringer 802 soundboard that I'm plugged into. Let's see. The sun rose this morning at 7:17 a.m. Will be rising at 7:17 a.m. So that's in 47 minutes. In about 47 minutes at 7:17 a.m. It's currently 6:25 a.m. So 47 minutes. Sun will be rising here in the southern tier of upstate New York, and the sun will be setting at. Oh, there we go. Now I'm starting. It's coming back now. Okay, the sun will be setting at 4:36 p.m., which is a very quick. The sun, for all intents and purposes, the sun out here it's down at 4:10. No matter what, because of the hills. Let's see our world times and temperatures as I speak. Honolulu, Hawaii at 1:25 a.m. Clear skies, 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Phoenix, Arizona at 4:26 a.m. 45 degrees Fahrenheit. Clear skies there. In Chicago, the Windy City at 5:26 a.m. currently there. Cloudy skies, 25 degrees Fahrenheit. In New York City, the concrete jungle. Clear skies down in New York City at 6:26 a.m. It's 6:26 a.m. here in upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York. And my hair is showing a little bit there. What the hell's going on there? Got a bad hair day going here. Clear skies in New York City, 34 degrees Fahrenheit down in the city. Down in central Jersey, where Tina, our Jersey girl's at, it's going to be 42 degrees for the high. I like that, especially in December now. Oh, let me bring that back there. 18 for the low. Ooh, that's not good. We're still sitting at 21. Clear skies in New Jersey, Central Jersey, and down in Warner Robins, Georgia, where Tony is at. It's currently 35 degrees Fahrenheit, 52 for the high. Ooh, I like that 52. 36 for the low, 52 for the high, mostly clear there in Warner Robins, Georgia. Thank you, Tina. Thank you, Tony, for those weather updates in your neck of the woods. Continuing with our world times and temperatures going across the pond, the Atlantic Ocean, to London, UK at 11:27. Sunny and clear, 48 degrees Fahrenheit. In Milan, Italia at 12:27 a.m. Manja, manja, manja. It's lunchtime in Milan. Cloudy skies, though, 48 degrees Fahrenheit. Skipping over to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. It's thunderstorms at 7:27 p.m. in their evening, and 81 degrees Fahrenheit. In Tokyo, Japan, at 8:27 p.m. Cloudy skies in Tokyo, 62 degrees Fahrenheit. And down under on the great continent in the great country of Australia, our friends and allies they are, and we do appreciate it, Australia. Um, in Melbourne, Australia, at 10:28 p.m. Clear skies, 75 degrees Fahrenheit. And in Sydney, Australia, at 10:28 p.m. in their evening, also clear skies, 70 degrees Fahrenheit. And those are world times and temperatures as I speak. Not sure what that. Let's see, the audio that I'm recording, it's sort of like on the low side. I'm not sure why that is. Huh. I have it tuned. Okay, there we go. Okay, there. It's going a little bit better. That's okay. We got that. Okay, we'll just work with that. Let's see. Hey, Tim Fan 40, yo, how you doing? Coming in from Michigan. How much snow did you get, my friend? You must have got a boatload out there. But good morning, Tim. Glad to see you here. He's saying good morning to all on the YouTube side. Thank you very much. Let's check the YouTube here. Let's see. We got to refresh that. And I guess the load of laundry went all right in the washer. Sometimes we have to babysit the washer as far as what goes from rinse to spin. It likes to cycle back into a rinse cycle. We're right there on that edge there that we're going to probably end up buying a new washer. Oh, 16 degrees. Okay, I didn't see that, Tim. How come I didn't see that? Oh, there it is. Okay, 16 degrees out in Michigan, where um, Tim Fan 48. I still call you Tim Fan 40. Tim Fan 40 is saying 16 degrees out there. And Tina's saying good morning to Tim on the Twitch, to the YouTube. And you got 10 inches? Wow, okay. You got all those lakes out there. So a lot of snow coming across as far as that goes. And let's see. Our national, no, our thought for the day. Let's go with our thought for the day. That's more in line of what we're supposed to do. It comes from the former statesman and prime minister of the United Kingdom, Winston Churchill. He's one of my favorite people there. I think he's in my top 10. He's not in the top 5, but he's in the top lower 5 there. I think he's in my top 10 as far as people that I do. I know there's some people that don't like him and stuff like that, but he was the man at the right time, at the right moment for World War II. Sir Winston Leonard Spencer Churchill was a British statesman, military officer, and writer who was prime minister not once but twice for the United Kingdom from 1940 to 1945, and then he came back again in 1951 to 1955. So his quote and our thought for the day goes as follows. All the great things are simple, and many can be expressed in a single word. Freedom, justice, honor, duty, mercy, hope. That's pretty powerful. Those words are powerful words. Some people just don't really give them any thought for the, don't give it any weight or anything like that, but they are powerful. Come from that being spoken from this particular gentleman, because he had to, um, he was leading the UK during World War II, um, on a lot of those, on just about every one of those words. All the great things are simple. Many can be expressed in a single word: freedom, justice, honor, duty, mercy, hope. If we don't have any of those, what are we doing here? Those are all words of purpose as far as that goes. And let's see. And Tina says, yes, you like it. You like it. Good. I like it too. Winston Churchill's quote means that most important and profound human values. That's what those are. All are, people. Freedom, like freedom, justice, honor. They're not. You could say, oh, they're made. No, they're words that have meaning. They're human values. Those are our values. Or when I say I have core values, those freedom, justice, and honor. Those are my core values. And I'm sure they're core values of a lot of other people too. But they are not complicated. Instead, they can be boiled down to simple, powerful words. And that's what Winston Churchill was expressing. Simple, he didn't say powerful, but they are powerful words, and are often best understood and communicated in this straightforward way. You got to be straightforward. How much, what's more important than justice? Equal justice, okay? Not two-way justice, or not lopsided justice. Justice for all. Freedom at the top of the list. That's straightforward. Freedom to do and live your life the way you want to live. The quote expresses that these fundamental ideas are accessible and clear, and that we should remember their core meaning. That's where I get, those are my core values. And I'm sure they're your core values as well. Through simple, single words. Keep it simple, stupid, the saying goes. That's what we had. We used to have that whenever we had training in the fire department. We just say the last statement before we get briefed on a particular fire exercise, or a controlled burn to where we're practicing our techniques. The instructor would say, just remember, people, KISS. And it was just keep it simple, stupid, basically. So there we go. How come my volume came up? Is it? I wonder if it's up on the thing. Yeah, I guess it is up a little bit on the. Okay, I remembered to push the button to record this on Audacity. So for Spotify, which we're on, we repurpose this audio at Fireman Rich on Spotify, at Fireman Rich on Spotify, and we'll be posting that up here shortly after we get done with the live broadcast here. Let's see. Let's move to our National Day. Our National Day for this December 3rd, National Package Protection Day. Whatever that. We got a package last night. I went out to take the garbage out, and there was one on the back stoop. They don't like keeping it out. I guess the Amazon will put it out on the front porch, but the UPS, did this come UPS? I think it did. They put it on the. I say, what the hell is this package here? And it's like, it's in the back there. So National Roof Over Your Head. Those are the only two we have. Those are the only two. Which one? I'm not going to pick one. You guys pick one, I guess. Good morning, Captain Rehab. Captain Rehab is in the house, coming in from Philadelphia. And the missus says good morning to you, Captain Rehab. And he says good morning to the missus. And he's saying hello to his Auntie Tina on the Twitch to Twitch. And saying hello to Tony D. Oh, that's a nice hello for a change. No extra comments there. I hope you had a good day off on Monday there, Captain Rehab. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Let's go with National Protection Package Protection Wednesday after Thanksgiving. Let's go ahead. Tina's laughing and Captain Rehab's laughing on that one. We'll go ahead and go with that one. Let's go with National Package Protection Day. Okay. Okay. I don't know. I'm not too hip with it. Let's go ahead and have hashtag National Package Protection Day. Encourages homeowners to stay alert. Yeah, we got to stay alert for those packages out on the porch. Um, these high delivery times. The Wednesday after Thanksgiving is time to remind us to protect our homes against package thieves, package pirates, which becomes more and more prevalent during the holidays. The internet has made it easier. Of course, it was Cyber Monday this past Monday, so and those packages can be delivered as quickly as a day or two. So the internet has made it easier to find deals and have packages shipped straight to your home, but this also has made it easier for thieves to snatch up the deliveries right off from the doorstep. Cyber Monday, in particular, is a big online shopping day where most purchases are shipped directly to the buyers' homes. So you got to watch out for those pirates there. Always protect your package with a cup. Okay, I got you. Okay, that's a different package there, Captain Rehab. Package Protection Day. Lots of laugh. I'm sorry, my mind is wrong. Okay, yeah, you and you. No, not the actual physical package, folks. Okay, actually. Oh, this was an Amazon. Okay. Yeah, I won't show you the address, but this is what came in yesterday. This is the Amazon. Just a few odds and ends in there. So we don't get a lot of packages, but we do get them as far as that goes. And so protect those packages. That's what they're talking about. If you're playing sports, you use a cup to protect your, for the male guys out there and stuff and whatnot. We have some day Amazon deliveries available in Philly. Okay, there we go. And Tina says she likes that one. Okay, so we'll go with that one. Okay. We order some stuff. I think it's convenient. I remember when they were first starting to do the Amazon, I said, I'll never do that. I'd rather go to a physical store. It's like there's a lot of stuff you can't buy in a physical store. You have to go online. It's just convenient. So you wait a day or two or a week. It used to be you have to wait 2 weeks and stuff, and then it got shorter and shorter. Then somebody thought it novelty. Oh, let's Amazon Prime. You get it shipped quicker, free shipping and all that. So today is National Protect Your Package on the front porch from those. You know what I like? I like watching those videos when they have them. They have the door thing, the door. I guess what is it? Door or ring? Is that the one? Where you got the front camera for the porch, and they stay on and they get about halfway down the sidewalk, or they get in their car, and the thing blows up in pink or purple. There, take that. And another good one is if you have a mattress, you get one of those mattresses. You put the mattress out, or no, you put the whatever item you get. You take the old item, you put it in the box, and you box it up again, and you put it out there, and and they take your old item away. As far as that goes, Tina says we get one almost every day. My daughter, okay. So you got it, and you can track them. You know when they're coming in and stuff like that. And they're making special things where you can put like on your side garage door. You can put like an entrance, and you just let the delivery guys, hey, just stick it in there, and it's all locked up as far as that goes. So there we have that. Okay, let's see. Yesterday we had we've got 3 Mixcloud broadcasts. We did the first of 3 yesterday for the every other Tuesday on for the Tioga Radio Show, where I present 8 songs. And yesterday we had a good lineup. It's over there on mixcloud.com/Richard M. Roberts. We had Tom Petty starting it off with Anything Anything that rocks and roll, that's a good song. This is a new one. Skindred. You got this. That's a pretty cool tune. I like that. And then we had Def Leppard, Let's Get Rocked. Little Angels with Too Much, Too Young. That's a good one. Tail Gunner with Midnight Blitz. Joan Jett and the Blackhearts with Crimson Clover. That's a classic. Yes, with Rhythm of Love, and it finished off the eighth tune I presented. My favorite musical artist is Joe Bonamassa. He's a New York. He was born in Utica, New York. He lives out in California. I think he lives out in Northern California. But Joe Bonamassa, great guy as far as musical wise. Blue and Evil, and there's some significance to that song. Very good song. I love everything with Joe Bonamassa. He was at 11 or 12 years old. God, who did he play with? Fats Domino, I think. Let me see, Joe Bonamassa. Let's see. Yeah. He was born in New Hartford, New York. No, BB King. That's right. American blues and rock guitarist, and he can play a guitar. My God, he can. I love watching him on YouTube. Singer and songwriter. He started his career at age 12 when he opened up for BB King, the great BB King. The same, and he's just the best. I think he just ranks over all. Everybody has their favorite, but that's my favorite. But the Tioga Radio Show for 02, I got that date right, didn't I? Yeah, yesterday was the 2nd, unlike today's broadcast. How come that stopped again? I'm going to start that over. The tablet's not, is it acting up? Who's that? Oh, that's Jack. Jack is out there. He's cleaning himself. Okay, so there's that. So we'll be doing another one on the 16th this month and the 30th. So we get to do 3, and just worked out right to where we could do 3. Okay, let's go ahead. Yeah, we're pushing right along. 35 minutes, and we're already into. I guess I don't have any long stories this morning. That's good. Okay, the washer must have behaved this morning because I can hear the dryer. I can hear my hoodie with the. Is that the dryer? I think it is. Yeah, I think that's the dryer. Okay, let's go ahead and set up for 100 years ago. We'll go ahead and do it. Where's Big Juice? Big Juice is late. He's gonna have to watch the. How come that's not working? Did my Wi-Fi stop? No, it didn't. Okay. Okay, X Live is down. It's just not going. Yeah, the X. Let me check. Let me check it over here on the main page here. Okay, it says it's going. It's not going on my tablet for some reason. Oh, am I going fast? Yeah. See, what it is, Tina. I'm not telling the long stories like I did Monday. Monday, I think we were already almost in 45 minutes, and it's because I was talking a little bit more. So yeah, I'm being more efficient. Let's say I'm not going faster. I'm being efficient. Yeah, you say I'm going. Yeah, I'm going fast. Does it seem like I'm going faster? It just seems like we're at 37 minutes. Usually we do the you laugh and lots of laughs. Usually when we get to 100 years ago, we're right at about 55 minutes to an hour, close to an hour, as far as that goes. So, but let's go ahead and set up for 100 years ago, and it's good, Rich. Yeah, I know it's good. I'm just having fun with it. I'm just having fun with the, just having fun with it, Tina. That's, that's how I'm getting started. That's Oh, let's see. It's starting to get daylight. You can see the snow. We got the snow up here. You can't really see the snow, but there's some snow right there. The daylight's starting to go. See, it's 6. What time was sunrise? 6. Oh, 7:17. We still got about another 20 minutes here. Let's see, 10, 20, yeah, about 20 more minutes before. Okay, so it's starting to get dusk out. Okay. Okie dokie. Let's see. Let's put that right back there, and we'll get to 100 years ago. I got to turn off the thingy here. Okay. Present. 100 years ago. There's the young lady, and we'll bring her up on the board here. And let's see what happened 100 years ago. Full disclosure, no affiliation with Fox 40, just presenting what it was like here in the southern tier of upstate New York, predominantly in the Binghamton area. 100 years ago, Roger Luther is the spokesperson that this lady will be introducing. And he's the Broome County historian. So let's see what they have to say.
And tonight we continue our segment on sharing some of Broome County's past. 2 men on the run after escaping jail. Broome County historian Roger Luther has this story and more in 100 Years Ago Today, brought to you by UHS.
100 years ago today, fire broke out in the basement of the Carroll Street School yesterday morning, burning through the floor of the kindergarten room and threatening the rest of the building. When the fire alarm rang, 766 school children walked in perfect order out of the building to safety. The 14-room, 2-story house at 53 Main Street in Binghamton has been sold and will now be converted into a clubhouse for the fraternal group known as Woodmen of the World. 2 men are still at large after they escaped from the Broome County Jail last night by sawing through a steel bar on their cell door. And finally, a Charleston contest will be held at the Binghamton Theater on Wednesday night. Music will be provided by the
Oh, playing around with the buttons there. Thank you, Roger Luther. I was pushing the buttons there on the thing here. What the heck is going on, folks? What my question is, where did they get the saw? You know, the one where they said the 2 men still at large after escaping from the Broome County Jail. It was last night, 100 years. This is as of December 1st, which was Monday. So it would have been whatever night it was, the night before. So where did they get the saw to steel through the steel bars? You know, they had some pretty tough steel bars back in the day. And and then the fire. There was a big fire at the Carroll Street school, but they were 700. There was a lot of kids in school. This burned through the floor of the kindergarten room. So what happened in the kindergarten room? Did they have a science project they were doing? That doesn't make sense. What's going on there? Probably the heater. Maybe they had the heater or something like that. So it's just that's something. Good questions. Yeah, that's what I thought. I know that buttons again. Yeah, that buttons again, Tina. Yeah. And finally, the Charleston contest was held in the Binghamton Theater. I thought that they outlawed the Charleston from what we heard last on Monday. To the popular band known as the Charleston Symphonics. Okay. So that's what happened 100 years ago. And me playing with my buttons. Oh, let's see. We don't want that. We want that. Let's see. And Tina knows about the buttons. Yeah, I played with the buttons there as far as that goes. So did I lose my other Fox 40? Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, let's see. In other history, 60 years ago today, the sixth album. You know what I watched last night on TV? I got done playing around with. I played some Battlefield 6 yesterday. After I got, did I lay down and take a nap? No, we got something. There was a soccer game. We'll talk about the soccer game when we talk about sports. Football game over in the UK in the Premier League. I played some Battlefield 6, and then the missus started watching Bohemian Rhapsody, the Freddie Mercury movie. That's a pretty powerful movie. I caught it right towards the tail end, and I've watched it completely before. It's a very good movie. Some great insight on Freddie Mercury, one of the great. They like to say they were when he left Queen. That was a mistake for Freddie Mercury. Should have never done that, and that was explained and that was shown in the movie because the four members of Queen, they said we're not individuals. We're one band. So everything is reference to Queen. It's the band. And I think that's what made them so great because you get some of these bands, you get the one singer is a great singer, but it leaves out the other players that are making the music and stuff. And such was the Beatles. Every one of the Beatles went on their separate little journeys there as far as independent individual artists. But very good movie last night as far as that goes. And it's just a shame that he passed away. Great entertainer. I remember seeing the African Aid that I watched that video. They have the Queen performance on YouTube, and I watched it a number of times each month. It seems because it's a great song. But 60 years ago today, the sixth album of the Beatles was released, A Rubber Soul, with 14 new songs. The British band expanded their sound using a wide range of instruments. Influence included African American soul music and new folk rock, and Bob Dylan. And after the movie last night, they had the Bob Dylan movie on. I was going to watch that, but I ended up watching something else. George Harrison's use of the sitar on a Norwegian wood sparked a craze for the Indian instrument that lasted beyond the 60s. So that was back in 1965 for the Beatles, another great group. In 1805, the Lewis and Clark expedition marked the location on a pine tree during exploring from the Missouri River by land to the Columbia River up there in the Great Northwest. And in 1967, surgeons in Cape Town, South Africa, performed the first human heart transplant, and the patient lived only for 18 days, though, with the new heart. I guess they got a little bit better with doing that afterwards. And here's a good one. 1997, representatives from 121 countries, I think the United States is one of these, signed the Ottawa Treaty prohibiting the manufacturing and deployment of anti-personnel landmines. They're still cleaning up. I think they still make those. I know the DMZ over there that separates North and South Korea. They're all over the place over there. I know for sure. Let's see, over on the AP side. In 1947, the Tennessee Williams play A Streetcar Named Desire opened up on Broadway. And we talked about the first heart transplant. And what's this one? This one. I remember this. I was at McConnell Air Force Base when this happened. In 1989, United States President George H.W. Bush, a great president, an American hero. He fought during World War II as a naval aviator pilot. But George H.W. Bush and Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev concluded 2 days of positive discussions in Malta in a symbol ending the Cold War. And it was shortly after that they decided to go ahead and let's stand down our alert bombers and stuff, because I was at McConnell, and when they decided that, I think was shortly after that. I think their second meeting. I heard about it on the news the night before when I went into work, being in the fire department. Whenever they have a munitions convoy going in and out of the WSA, which is a weapons storage area, to the alert area where the bombers are, you'd have the fire department out there on the flight line just in case something happened, because you think it wouldn't happen, but we've had well, not with the nukes, but with the regular munitions. a Mark 42, which is a 1,000 bomb. No, is it 2,000 or 1,000 pound bomb that they put up in the B1? Fell off the rack, and so everybody's like, "Oh!" But you're not worried. You're not too worried that it won't. It wasn't armed anyway. So, but the thing is, there's still high explosives in that bomb. But for the nukes, you have to you would have them out there. Whenever there was a convoy, they would let us know about conventionals. But when there was nukes, they close and secure the flight line to where, point A, which would be the alert facility, going to the WSA point B. That was tightly controlled, and the fire department was right on that line because if something happened, they wanted to make sure we were right there. It would be a standby truck as far as if needed. And but that next day after they met, Gorbachev and President Bush Sr., I call him, they stood down the alert bombers. They had like 12. Is it 10 or 12? 10 to 12 B-1 bombers. They had nukes on them. They took them all off, and they were stood down. I think they had maybe 8. I think it was 8 to 10. I think they had. I think up at Griffiths Air Force Base when that was open, they had the alert facility. They had B-52s up there when I was stationed up there, and then they deactivated Griffiths. B-52 looks mean with the cruise missiles underneath its wings, folks. It's loaded for bear, literally. So that was the end of the Cold War, which is actually the war I fought, I guess, when I was in it, technically, because we were pitted. Our heads was up against. They were not. I want to say they were still our adversaries, but they were considered our enemy, the Soviet Union, because we weren't looking eye to eye on things. So, this in 2015, Defense Secretary Ash Carter ordered the armed services to open all military jobs to women, removing the final barriers that kept women from serving in combat. Myself personally, I don't think women should serve in combat. Well, they do serve in combat. They serve in a combat zone. But as far as right there on the front lines, as far as special forces, unless they're able to make the grade and stuff like that, you just don't put them in for a DEI appointment to say, oh, we got a woman as a Navy SEAL, but she can't perform. Because the same applies to a man, a male. You got to be qualified for the job. I know there's other countries that have women that fight in combat and stuff, but I think we're a little more, I don't know. We do have women in combat, though. We have women pilots that fly aircraft just as good as men and stuff like that. But I think in certain jobs, you got to have the right person. That should take precedence over anything. We need to get a woman in here. No, I don't agree with that, especially in the military. There's too much at stake in the military as far as that goes. We do have women firefighters. They're capable of filling, because I was right there. My good friend, who I went through fire school some 40 years ago. His wife is one of the first female firefighters in the Air Force, and I was her sponsor, her mentor, to show her around the base and stuff like that. And she held her own. She could do it. We have women firefighters in civilian. They can do the job and stuff like that. They show. But just to have a so-called token presence of a particular gender or whatever, you got to be qualified. That should take precedence over anything. Qualification. We got away from that in 2015, I guess. Was that 2015? Who was this? Who was a president in 2015? Let me see. I think was that no, that was Clinton, I think, right? Who was U.S. president 2015? Oh, it was Barack Obama. Okay, that figures. I'm not going to say anything more. Okay, let's see. So that's our history there. Let's go to sports. We're running a little ahead. Let's go to sports here. Basketball starting Monday night. We had the uh, um, Big Juices when he gets here, I guess. Cavaliers there. They won 135 to 119 over the Pacers. The Nets won over the Hornets 116 to 103. And that's it for Monday. Last night, the 76ers, Captain Rehab's team there from Philly, they beat the Wizards 121 to 102. And the Knicks and Celtics, I missed that again. They played again last night. The Celtics beat the Knicks up there in Boston 123 to 117. I don't see the Nets. Are they playing today? Let's see. We got the Cavaliers and Trailblazers at 7. Knicks and Hornets at 7:30. And Nets and Bulls are tonight at 8. And tomorrow, Celtics and Wizards, Jazz and Nets. And I don't see the Philly must be off there, Captain Rehab. For NHL, just for kicks and giggles. I don't watch any NHL, but the Sabres, they won Monday night against the Jets 5-1. That's not the New York Jets. That's the National Hockey League Jets. Flyers lost to the Penguins in the Battle of NHL in Pennsylvania. That's the Philadelphia Flyers lost to the Pittsburgh Penguins. And let's see, yesterday the Rangers won against the Stars. Bruins lost to the Red Wings. Islanders beat the Lightning. And let's see, that's it there. Tonight we have the Buffalo Sabres are going to be, they're playing the Philadelphia Flyers. I might watch a hockey game tonight at 7:30, Captain Rehab. Sabres and Flyers tonight at 7:30. Tomorrow night, the Bruins are playing the Blues, and up in Boston, Rangers will be playing the Senators. Islanders playing Avalanche. And that's it. And let's see. We have football. Let me bring up the chart. Are you still there, Captain Rehab? I know Tina's there. Let me bring up the chart. I got the chart here. I updated the chart yesterday, folks. So I'm see, I didn't forget everything. Win-loss chart. Let's see. There it is. Okay, there it is. Let me bring this up. Let's present this real quick here. Let me get it set up here. And our win-loss, we didn't really have that much movement as far as that goes. So let's see. Let me bring this up here. Go to window. And I think that's it, right? Yeah, share. Okay. Okay, there's the win-loss, folks, right there. Let me get my camera out of the thing here. And as you can see, CBS is still up in first. They had 13-3. Ted Hicks is at 10-6. Captain Rehab still remained at third with the 10-6, but Brian tied him. That's what that indicates. Brian and Captain Rehab are tied at 121 wins and 72 losses. And then you have Michael Bathurst. He's up behind Brian and Captain Rehab. He got 12. They did pretty good. CBS, Brian, Michael, Captain Rehab, and Ted, they all did pretty good, as well as Tony, 10-6. I had a 9-7, but Tina last week, if she didn't have that 4-10, we would have switched places right there. So I think from I'm not sure. I think from Michael down, we're under 500. I think 74-74 is what, 140. Was that 74? Let me see, 74 and 74. That's 8, 148. You should have 148. So I think I'm not sure what the percentage is and stuff. I can't think of the percentages. I can't think percentages right now. So that's where we sit as far as that goes, and as far as the chart. And turn that off. Oh, I can still have that on with that. Okay. All right. So there's our football chart as far as that goes, and let's see. Getting back to the, we do have NF. I got your picks, Tina. Captain Rehab, I need yours. I need yours, Tony. And Tony, if you're still there, I'm not sure if you're still there. But this, let's see, tomorrow night we got the Cowboys and Lions. That should be a good game. That should be an interesting game. I'm going to probably end up picking the Cowboys in that game. No, maybe I'll pick the Lions. I think I'm going to pick the Lions. Okay, Tina says thanks. Okay, yeah, you're welcome, Tina. I got your picks, no problem. You're always the first one. I need to get the rest of them. We got a regular, let's just Thursday night, tomorrow night, Cowboys and Lions, and then Sunday. I'll give my picks. I'm gonna look at my picks this week. I'm not gonna give my picks right away. I'll indicate like 10 Titans and Browns. I'll probably take the Browns. It's subject to change. They're playing Sunday at 1. The other 1 o'clock games, you got Seahawks and Falcons. Colts and Jaguars. I'm going to probably take the Jaguars in that game. Jaguars are hot. Then you have Vikings and Commanders playing at 1 o'clock up there in Minnesota. Big one, Buffalo Bills and the Bengals up there in Orchard Park Sunday at 1 o'clock. That's the big game for me right there. Of course, Buffalo Bills. I'm a full disclosure. I'm a Buffalo Bills fan. And then we got Saints and Buccaneers at 1, Steelers and Ravens. That should be pretty good. Can the Steelers beat the Ravens in Baltimore? Because it's not the same Ravens team, folks. They've changed as far as that goes. Okay, you're welcome. Okay, Tina, see you later. That's a 1 o'clock going. Then this is going to be a good game. Dolphins and Jets. Can the Jets beat the Dolphins? Now, that's going to be a game I'll be watching right there. I might pick the Jets on that one. Jets are hot. Well, then they're playing pretty good. Okay, Tina, see you later. The next, let's see, going into the 4 o'clock games, you got Broncos and Raiders. I think that's a no-brainer. I'm going to pick the Broncos. Rams and Cardinals at 425. I'll probably pick the Rams. Bears and Packers. This is a good game at 425. I'm going to this is going to be up there. I'm going to probably have to pick the Packers. That's in Lambeau Field. And then Sunday night, the Texans and Chiefs. That should be another good game. We got some good games here, folks. I'm going to I might pick the Texans to upset the Chiefs, but they're at home. I'll probably end up picking the Chiefs. Philly and Chargers. I'm going to pick Philly. I'm sticking with Philly. So those are some of my picks. So the games will be tomorrow. Of course, we had another football game yesterday, and that was the soccer type of football. We call it soccer, but they call it football over in Europe in the Premier League. Manchester City still maintains number 2 spot in the Premier League with 28 points, 2 points behind Arsenal. They had a rough time of it yesterday. The second half, they had a rough time as far as that goes. They, if you look at the thing, they almost lost this game in the second half. They were up at the halftime, and they came out getting another 2 goals, but was it Fulham? They came back to 4. Manchester City won 5-4, but there was like 10 minutes left where they could have tied this up easily. Fulham was just playing an outstanding second half. I was really disappointed with Manchester City's play in the second half. I think they thought they were up by 2, and then they got up to 3 points, 3 scores, and they got a little lax and stuff like that because the possession, Fulham had 56% of the possession. Manchester City had 44. They had 12 shots on goal, Fulham, to only 9 of Manchester City's. Shot and targets was 5-4. Pass accuracy was just 1% more on the Fulham side. and they had 7 corner kicks. Fulham had to Manchester City. So Manchester City, they and from what my good friend Wingnut was telling me, this past summer, Manchester City had just hired 2 brand new expert defensive guys. Where's the defense in the second half? So, hey, Wandering Australia, how you doing, mate? How you doing? And let's see, Crystal Palace here. Oh, okay, Crystal Palace. I think. Let me check here real quick. I think they're right behind. They're third. Chester. I just turn the tab off. City Football Club. Oh man, Chester City Football Club. Yeah, in the Premier. Oh no, that's Chelsea. I'm sorry. What's your team? Oh, Crystal Palace. Okay, Crystal Palace in the Premier League right now. They're down in 10th. Okay, that's Chelsea's. That's third. I keep on getting Chelsea and Crystal City mixed up. Wandering Australia. Glad to have you coming in from Australia. And what is going on with this? I don't know. It does not want to work on the. We'll just leave that up like that then, I guess. But I'm a Manchester City fan here in the southern tier of upstate New York there. Eric Holland, the forward for Manchester City, he got his 100th goal yesterday, as far as that goes. So that's a big accomplishment. He's a big guy, and he's a good soccer. He could have had a couple other goals. He was close in kicking in a couple goals yesterday, but the Manchester City defense wasn't all that great. And what's going on here is my X came back, but my my Surface 3 just went down. Okay, it's up over there. Okay, we'll just refresh that. So overall, it wasn't a pretty win, but especially with them coming back, because the match was in Fulham. So there we have it for the football and the sports and stuff like that. So my X is back up again. Okay. Let's see if it comes up. Are we running on? Okay, it's back up now. Okay. And we got 5 people on let's see, we got 2 people. We're going to go to break here. We got 2 people on Rumble, 1 person on Locals, nobody on YouTube, 3 people on Twitch, 5 people on X, and over on Kick. Let's see. Let's check Kick out here. I don't see any comments, but we still have one. We have 1 person over on Kick. So thank you very much for the 1 person on Kick. And let me just check the Facebook. Facebook is looking all right. I don't see any indication. It says it up there. We get the indication all the way up to Facebook, but we don't get any comments that come in that I can put up post up here. We don't get comments from Facebook, X, or Kick into the Rumble Studios client here. So okay, I guess that's it for the first half here. We're at 1 hour and 6 minutes. I need to get some more coffee here, so we're going to go ahead and take a break. Big Juice, there you are. We're just going. I'm just getting ready to go on break. You missed 100 years ago, my friend. Oh, no problem. Glad to see you here, coming in from the Buckeye State of Ohio. Glad to see you here, as far as that goes. And let's see. All right, we're going to go ahead and go on a break here, and we will be right back. And let's see, we got to get rid of that. And hope everything's all well. How much snow did you get out there in Ohio? We got about 3 inches here in the southern tier of upstate New York, Big Juice. Before we go to break, if you can let us know. That's interesting. Oh. About 3 inches. Okay. Oh, about the same 3 inches. Okay. Okay. So you got, yeah, it was all said and done at about 11:30 as far as that goes. So, well, that's interesting. Huh. I don't know why I can't view that. Okay. All right, folks, we're going to go ahead and take a break, and we will be right back. Ooh, bagels. Oh, the missus went to Walmart the other day, and she got bagels. So, you going to open your package?
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
That's nothing exciting, so.
Nothing exciting. No Russian opening.
No fun stuff.
All right, folks, we'll be right back. So hang loose. I'll be back in a couple minutes. Get my coffee here. So hang loose there. We'll be right back. we're back. We are back here. Oh, hang on. Got to turn the loop off. I think that's it. Me and the missus were conversing here as far as on a particular issue, as far as that goes, um, and such. But we are back here for the Wednesday morning coffee for 12:02. If you see a 1, I 03. It's 03. I do have the morning coffee, second cup. Oh, that's good. As far as that goes, for the second half of our broadcast here for the Wednesday morning coffee for 12.03.2025 at Rumble video broadcast. I am Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich over there on X. All other, that's where my mainstay for posting on social media feeds. All others, just Google at Fireman Rich or check the feeds there on the particular platforms on where else. Or just Google at Fireman Rich. Let's see, what the heck is that? Okay. Let's see. Big Juice says, well, you better get your snow shovel and I already did the snow. I did the snow throwing. It took me less than an hour yesterday to do this, both driveway, the main driveway and the side driveway going out. I had both driveways done, and I have less, my neighbor has less of a driveway than me, and I got done before he did with a snow. And his son had the truck with the plow on it and stuff like that. They're not too neighborly. I don't want the plow to come through I have like a grass type driveway going out to the side road. But we took care of the snow yesterday. We got about 3 inches here, Big Juice. And let's see, each neighbor needs their driveway shoveled, and they all depend. No, I don't know. I don't do that. We used to do that for a neighbor across the street because they were a lot older. The missus is still is friends and communicates with the neighbor that left there. And we got Pahadi Google 35. Good morning. That's Rita over in India. Good morning, Rita. Glad to have you here. How are you? I'm doing good. Doing good. And what's that? Like done. No, I'm not done. I'm just I just taking a break. I was taking a break. We go like the first 45 to 1 hour. I get a second cup of coffee and I come back. But glad to see you here as far as that goes. And along with Big Juice coming in here on the second half. And let me see. I got to see something here. Oh, there he is. Okay. But we are, we're not done yet. No, we're not done. No. And let's see. What happened here? This is the birdies not on the thing there. Let's see. Jack is up in the window looking outside. And we dropped, it was 21. Was it 21? Yeah, 21 degrees when we started. We've actually dropped 3 degrees. We're at 19 degrees now outside. And you can see the snow. There's the snow right there, Big Juice. See? We got snow out here on this back tree and over here on the side. The shrubbery. Those are. What's that?
I'm talking to Cat.
Okay. We got snow. You can see snow out in the window. Jack is looking out there, and it's we got about about 2.5 to 3 inches, depending. So let's see. Am I still going on the X Live? Oh no. I don't know, this X Live, it's just stalling out on the tablet. That is, I don't know if the Wi-Fi is. It could be the Wi-Fi, but we are here on our second half and of the broadcast here, and we're going to be looking at some web pages for this here in the southern. Yeah, he likes looking at he likes looking out that window. That's his perch. That's his main perch spot right there. He likes looking over there. And you can see the neighbor cats come over and stuff across. We got a big space between my neighbor here and stuff like that, yard stuff. So, and let's see, let's move that up there. Okay, there we go. So we're rocking here this morning. Let me just check the X Live again here. X Live is acting funny. Okay, there it is. It's up on the computer, but the tablet is just not acting up. Is acting up. It's charged all the way, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Let me refresh my X Live or X app here on the tablet. Let's see. Automatic goes. Why does it default to spaces? I don't like spaces. I think X is doing something. They're trying to highlight spaces, I think. Okay, there we are. We'll just leave it on there. Right there. Let's see. Okay, we're back. We're back on the thing there. Okay. So we're going to be looking at some web pages here, the second half, and see what's going on here in the southern tier of upstate New York. Let me go ahead and turn off the scrolly thing here. And I have full disclosure. I have no affiliation with these web pages that we're showing. They're various news. I'm not going to go through all of them. And it's just there are various news agencies here in the southern tier of upstate New York that I watch and consume their information. I have nothing to do with them, other than they give a good stroke of the brush there on the canvas of what it's like here in the southern tier of upstate New York. So let's go to Fox 40, see what's going over there. What's KW? KW, what's... Oh, KW Fitness. This is a fitness outfit. They're going to donate $11,000 to the Southern Tier Veteran Support. Oh, I like that. That's good. Help out the veterans. That's always a good thing. Let's go ahead and bring this one up. Let's start off with a very good KW Fitness. Okay, that's like Planet Fitness, I guess, right? So let's go ahead and bring this up and see. There's the young lady again and see what this is all about.
KW Fitness in Vestal raised over $11,000 to support the Southern Tier Veterans Group. The money was raised during the 12th annual Push-Ups for Veterans charity event, which invited clients, trainers, and community members to do as many push-ups as possible in 90 seconds. The charity event raised $1,000 more than their original goal this year and has raised over $120,000 for veterans since its first year. Every dollar raised goes directly to veteran services provided by the Southern Tier Veteran Support Group.
We have a long history with the Southern Tier Veteran Support Group here, and so they have a soft spot in our hearts here, and they do really great work in our community with the veterans, with helping them to, do things such as, be able to give them money to replace their furnace if they need to the next day. And so we are super proud to be able to present them with that.
And I appreciate it. Being a veteran, I guess. I don't really use the services, but I know there's veterans that do. And so that's very kind of them, donating $11,000 for doing push-ups. People were doing push-ups and people were sponsoring them for doing push-ups. That's pretty cool. That's a lot of push-ups too. Okay, let's see what else we got on Fox 40. I think there's another charitable, let's see. Tioga Downs. Tioga Downs
Casino.
This is a casino.
Celebrated.
Casino here in Tioga County was awarded $2 million to nonprofit on Giving Tuesday. So they award $2 million to nonprofit organizations here in the community, and that's great. This is it's here in Tioga County, and they do it's a harness racing also, but they do have a casino here. It's one of the several places in New York State where you can you can pull a slot machine, or else you can play a couple games of blackjack and gamble a little bit and stuff. I've gone to a couple concerts here. It's right up the road from where I'm at here, and it's a pretty good, decent place. I don't really highlight this place, but they're awarding. This is they contribute to the community extensively, folks. So let's go ahead and see what this one's about. This is here in Tioga County. Let's see. Let's bring this up to max view and see what it says.
Tioga Downs Casino celebrated Giving Tuesday by awarding $2 million in grants to local nonprofits throughout the Southern Tier. A ceremony held by the casino brought together 120 nonprofit organizations who are receiving that funding. Laura Sand, the executive director for A Room to Heal, a Vestal nonprofit organization that helps create rooms to accommodate children with serious medical challenges, says the grant money the organization is receiving is going to help serve way more children next year.
So the funds that we were awarded will go to helping create more spaces for children in 2026. We actually just approved, I want to say like 5 projects already that we're going to be starting. So when we're awarded something like this, it's so helpful because being a tiny organization, we don't have to really worry so much about where we're going to get funding to do those projects because we know we have it right now.
Tioga Downs.
So Tioga Downs, a great place there for the community here. It's a fun place. And Big Juice asked, "You ever been there, Rich? I played the slot machine. Not recently. I guess when they first opened. They've been here a number of years now. They've been a contributor to the local community big time, and they're really concerned about the community. Just Google Tioga Downs Casino in Tioga, New York, and you'll see the place. They have a hotel there. Um, uh, as far as that goes, the racing season's over, so they're having what's known as Winter Festival. So I go down there for an occasional coffee. There's a Dunkin' Donuts there, and as far as that goes, they have 2 restaurants there. They have a buffet that's pretty decent. It's okay, I guess. And then they have a steak place restaurant there. So that's in Tioga County. So it's a pretty good place. The owner and the previous owner, Jeff Keyes, no, not Jeff Keyes, Mr. Gorell, Jeff Carell. He owned a racetrack down there in New York City. I can't remember the name of it, and he also owned a Verona, Vernon Downs upstate, but they closed that. But he's retiring, I guess. So he sold his shares and stuff like that. But he's put together a great team, and I'd go there. It's a nice place. Like I said, I even thought about working there at one time years back, but I think in my 17 years, there was one moment where I said, I'm going to quit this. I'm going to go somewhere else. And I'm glad I didn't and stuff like that. But yeah, I've been there. It's a good place. They have, like I said, a hotel. It supports the community. And we thank the Tioga Downs there for doing that. That's good stuff right there. I don't talk about them enough. I should live stream from there. That'd be cool if I got sponsored by them. Sponsor the morning coffee. I can broadcast right up there in on the grounds there and stuff like that. But it's a good place. It's been here for a while. It used to be a quarter-mile track. Now where they race horses, just a quarter-mile straight down. Now they use the full loop and they do harness racing up there. Never placed a bet on a harness race. I used to place bets on I used to go to harness racing down in Foxborough, and there's a harness racing there. And when I was stationed up there when I was single, but I don't gamble that much now. If I played blackjack there, no, I've hit the slot machines. I think I might have played 1 or 2 games of blackjack, but I don't lose any. I lose what I play, like, maybe $20, and if that $20, so I don't play any more than that. There's some high rollers there. They got, from what I heard, they have a poker game that goes, it's high stakes poker up there, so it's pretty. But they take care, and like I said, they provide concerts. I saw Kansas there. They've had Pat Benatar. One of their first concert there was Pat Benatar. I wish I could have gone to that one. I could have, but I was out here in the backyard and I could hear the music as far as that goes. So, but I've seen Kansas. They've had other music groups up there, and they have a pretty extensive webpage, so you might want to check it out and whatnot. So, all right, let's see what else we have on Fox 40. Those are too good. Giving back to the community there. I like that as far as that goes. And that looks like it's about it for. Okay, I don't know about that. Pets having a chance to get photo taken with Santa? No, the pet doesn't care. That's I don't know. I don't know about that. Let's see. What else do we got? Let's see. Anything? Okay, this is on WEBO. Full disclosure, I have no affiliation with them. But we talked. I told you all about a firefighter that. Well, we didn't realize it was a firefighter, but he fell from a bucket truck. They were trimming some trees up in the town of Owego on Route 17C, and he fell out and suffered severe injuries. And he is a firefighter, and they had a benefit for him yesterday. And it was over 500 people stopped by the Owego Moose Lodge on Monday to support. Well, okay, it was Monday. This article came out yesterday. Over 500 people came out Monday at the Owego Moose Lodge to support a local firefighter who was recently injured in a work accident. A spaghetti dinner benefit was held for Newark Valley firefighter Jared Martin, who recovered in the ICU in Rochester Hospital, where he was medevaced after they got him to down there at Packard in Sayre. Over 350 dinners were served at Monday night's benefit, which also include raffles and a 50-50 drawing. A GoFundMe remains open for Jared in his time of need to donate. And so he's recovering in ICU up in Rochester, and that's where severe, very severe. They couldn't get a helicopter from the accident site because the helicopter Guthrie 1 is down there in Sayre. But once they got him there, and they did, I guess they end up medevac him up to Rochester, which is a more Guthrie's a pretty good hospital in Sayre as far as that goes. So that's good for the community. Did I show that article? Let's see. No, I didn't show it. There's the article. There's the article from WEBO. That's the radio station here in Owego, New York, and 500 people showed up. That's a lot of spaghetti, folks. It doesn't say how much they made though. So, okay. So it's WEBO. Let's go to WNBF. Anything on WNBF? They got all the Christmas stuff up here and stuff like that. So, new store opens at Oakdale Commons. What's that about? Home Plus. What's Home Plus? Oh, that's the mattress place. Okay, that's nothing. That's nothing. Oakdale Commons, that's the old Oakdale Mall that they've got stores up there and stuff like that. Okay, let's see. Anything? No, nothing there. Let's go to Channel 12, CBS affiliates. No affiliation with CBS or any of the other news agency web pages that I'm showing here, folks. Full disclosure there. Here we go. Southern Tier enjoys first snow day of the season, though we've had some snow. So this gives you an idea of the snow that we had in the area here. Let's see. Let's bring this up. And this is from Channel 12 WBNG. And let me drop my camera and we'll bring this up here. This will give you an idea what the snow was like yesterday.
Thank you. And as we all know, today was a snow day for schools across the district, and many people took full advantage of the day off. 12 News' Andrew Freed joins us live from the weather deck built by Dan Brown Construction with more.
Yeah, thanks, Audrey. As you can see by my 1, 2, 3 layers of jackets, my gloves, my hat, winter is here. and we had our first snow day, and the Southern Tier locals definitely took advantage of that fun snow day. That first big snowstorm, a time for staying inside and keeping warm, maybe turning on a good movie with some hot cocoa, but not here in the Southern Tier. Today's snow day brought out the local crowd for a fun day of winter activities.
First thing we did was I opened up my group chat with my friends and I said, let's play football. It's a great day outside and we're all thrilled to be here. It's so much fun. It's good to kind of just have a little break right before finals week coming up and get a chance to relax and play some football with my friends.
Obviously, I mean, you love to see it snow, and the winter is probably one of my favorite times of the year. I love to ski. And we saw the snow and we're like, what better thing to do than come out, play a little winter football, get the group of the guys together.
Along with some snowy football and building snowmen, a big fan favorite activity,
I can go sledding!
the Maine Endwell School District Hill served the Southern Tier as a great space to go sledding this snow day, as it's grown quite the reputation over the years.
I would say this is the best place to sled at, but the only one that would probably compare to this is the Highland Park one that's right over there, but I normally prefer this one.
When the sledders took a break from the adrenaline-filled activity, we wanted to know their favorite parts of the snow day.
Snow days are the best. I love the fact that you can go down a hill, you can get your adrenaline kick for the day, and it's relatively safe.
I'm drinking hot chocolate and apple cider, and I'm going to watch the news.
I think that my favorite day is going sledding because I feel like it's kind of fun and stuff.
We had a mini snowball fight, but not like a all-out one yet. That's coming.
It's coming?
Yep.
Okay.
So a lot of activities. There's a kid that's having fun. As far as yesterday, the schools were out. I can remember when I was going to grade school and stuff. They never closed snow, or they never closed the school with just 3 inches. But it's a different. Things are more expensive as far as a fix. So you don't want to get in accidents and stuff like that. So. But I ended up taking care of the snow out there in the driveway. The missus took care of the sidewalks and stuff, and that was our snow day. And then we just sort of kicked back, and she took a nap while I was watching the soccer game yesterday afternoon and play a little online games and stuff like that. As far as so that's still acting up. I don't know why that's doing that. Okay, it's back. Okay. Let's see what else we got on Fox 40. Let's see what we got. Oh no, we're on WBNG. I'm sorry, WBNG. That was a real first. We had some snow on Veterans Day, but that was just a dusting. That's the first real significant snow day was yesterday, as far as accumulations, I should say. Okay, here's a little more update on that Tioga Downs Giving Tuesday. It was 121 Southern Tier nonprofits were awarded. It was a total $2 million. Let's go ahead and bring this one up. This is another perspective. Again, no full disclosure, no affiliation with WBNG, just showing their webpage. As far as that goes, it gives you an idea what's going on here in the Southern Tier of upstate New York, where I live and reside. This is my home, and this gives an opportunity to share that with you. Okay, here we go.
Of Giving Tuesday, which comes the week following Thanksgiving, the Tioga Downs Regional Community Foundation is making some major donations to a number of local organizations. More than 120 organizations are receiving part of the more than $2 million in grant funds that the organization is giving out. It's all a part of the casino resort working to make a difference in the community. The owner says these grants continue and build upon their mission to carry out this commitment.
This started several years ago. So when Jeff Garrell when he opened the casino, he pledged to give back to the community. And part of his agreement was to give back $1 million a year in awards to the surrounding area. And he's since grown that.
On top of that $2 million, another donor gave $100,000 to the Food Bank of the Southern Tier to combat food insecurity.
Oh, there we go. We're back. Yeah, Jeff Garrell, I guess he still owns it, but he doesn't. He's not part of their daily operation and stuff like that. But I think he sold significant of I'm not sure how that works as far as but when he started, he made it a pledge when he came into the area. And I met him a couple times, talked to the gentleman, very nice gentleman. Didn't know he was a millionaire, as far as that goes. And, just, standing at the local Stop and Shop there. And I say, can I give you a ride, sir? No, I got somebody picking me up. It's like, okay. I got talking to him, and I found out later that was Mr. Gorell. And it's like, wow, I talked to him. And really generous man. He decided when he came into the area, he was going to donate $1 million back into the community. And he's since increased that. So they've been here a number of years, and they've been a real contributor to the community and stuff like that. So hats off to them. Let's see what else we got. Let's see. Call for electric lawnmower. Then now New York State's going with with calling on Governor Hochul for an electric lawnmower incentive. It's just like trying to get away from the gas. Oh, what's this car? This is 19 hours. The crews respond to a late night car fire in Johnson City. Let's see what this is about as far as that goes. This might be due to the weather. Let's see. We'll bring that up there and start it here.
Now to new information this morning. Late last night, Johnson City fire crews were working on a vehicle fire, according to the footage you're about to see. This video was taken just around 11:45 last night. As you can see here, a dark color car is facing the median as multiple emergency crews are at the scene. No word on the cause of the incident or if there were any injuries involved. We will continue to update you on air and online as we learn.
So they had a car incident. I didn't really see anything, just cars off to the side with the lights going and whatnot. But that's a scary place. That's one. I'm glad I'm not in the fire department, because the highways that all these volunteer fire departments go to for responses, they can be dangerous. They're more dangerous than a house fire, for me at least. That's why I don't. Because when I got out, I finally decided not to be a volunteer firefighter. That's over 10 years ago now, 15 years ago. They said, oh, you could just be a fire police. And I said, I don't want to stand out in the middle of the highway, and you don't know where these jokers are going to be driving at. It's like, no thanks. Thank you, but no thanks, as far as that goes. So it's just, they can be some hairy incidents and stuff like that. But yeah, Johnson City crews responded to a car fire on Route 17. It was late Monday night. And officials, they haven't released any. So I didn't see the car on fire there in that footage, but they probably had an incident of some sort. Okay, look at one more look here at this will give you an idea what the snow was like, the local road conditions in here. Motorists voice nervousness about the morning drive at Southern Tier Welcome Center. This is over on Route 81, just south of Binghamton, going into Pennsylvania. So let's go ahead, and this gives you an idea what the weather was like yesterday, as far as that goes. So let's go ahead and bring this one up.
Audrey, I spent a lot of time in the Southern Tier Welcome Center today, with a lot of the drivers saying the roads were really scary to drive on, with a lot of them completing a very long drive. People driving through the greater Binghamton area did not have the most pleasant trip. Nearly 3 inches of snow fell near the Southern Tier Welcome Center, with the roads not at a quality that drivers liked.
The roads are terrible. They're barely plowed. I've almost never plowed. So you're following in tracks in front of you. People are passing. I just got passed by a bus. He was within about a foot of my mirror. So it's pretty freaky out there. It's dangerous. I wouldn't be driving today if I didn't have to.
Todd Stein began his trip from Newark to Rochester this morning and felt nerves throughout due to the reckless drivers.
It scares you a lot. I mean, I've seen people trying to pass. I saw this one Mustang in front of me. He almost did a 360 right in front of us. So it's not just taking care of yourself, but you've got to watch everybody around you.
Lisa and Chris Ayers were on the final day of the drive from Florida to Vermont, but the husband and wife have mixed reviews of the snow.
Well, personally, I like driving in snow, so it's good for me. My wife, not so much.
It's beautiful, but
I like Florida weather better.
Nearly everyone I spoke with at the Southern Tier Walk Center enjoyed stopping in Kirkwood, but nobody more than Hadia Ahmed from Brooklyn, who was in the snow taking pictures.
This is cool weather, that's why I come here. Every time I'm coming visit here and take a picture and nice view.
And for a lot of people in the greater Binghamton area, this snow is luckily mostly gone on the roads. As behind me in Johnson City, the roads are pretty clear, but stay tuned with our home news with the team to get the full update. Reporting from Johnson City, I'm Keith.
Okay, for that welcome center, like I said, is on Interstate 81. It's a north to south, come from New York into Pennsylvania. That first gentleman, I think I'm going to call him a horse's ass, because you get snow conditions. They're going to accumulate. To say they don't plow, they do plow, but they're not going to plow right away, because they're going to wait till the snow. But Route 81, I guess, was closed for a good portion of yesterday morning because of the snow. So to say they don't plow is, they just haven't started, and they're probably getting the crews out. The crews are probably been out there and stuff, but the snow comes down such to where traffic, even with a less than a quarter inch of snow on the ground, can be hazardous and stuff like that. So when you get 2 to 3 inches coming through, and to say that they're not plowing, I'd say, I don't know. You just, I don't know if you're on the road. I just want to say that first gentleman was he's on the verge of complaining a little bit. I know there's a concern if you got to get somewhere and stuff like that, but when you have 3 inches of snow and the way it costs, if you get in an accident, it costs a lot to get your car fixed. So sometimes it's not worth it as far as that goes. So the other guy, he says he likes driving the snow. I don't really care. When I was younger, I used to love driving in the snow, but now I don't, as far as that goes. So, all right. So that was a good one. It gives you an idea what the road conditions were on the interstate day. But it takes them a couple hours, they clear it, and then they're fine. So take a break, pull over. That's a pretty good rest stop right there. It's a fully function. They don't have any restaurants or anything like that, like they do up on the thruway, Route 90, going across New York State. But it's a good place to hang out for a little bit, and just you can't be in a hurry when you have a snowstorm, especially a northeastern coming in, and it's just like you can't control the weather. So I just thought that was a little bit on the complaining side from that gentleman right there, as far as that goes, just to my opinion. So let's see. Let's go to WAAL. Let's see. There's nothing. Same as WNBF. And I think, let's see, Channel 34. Anything over there? See, we're talking about, no, they don't have a video there. Let's see, is there a video with this one here? Okay, this is another video on the Tioga Downs donating $2 million. Let me go ahead and get this one. I like it when there's three, from Fox, WNBG, BNG, Channel 12, and here's one for Channel 34. Let's go ahead and bring this one up here. Okay, we'll maximize that and get it started here. Here we go.
Tioga Downs has stepped up with a whopping $2 million worth of donations to nonprofit organizations in our region. The Tioga Downs Regional Community Foundation held its annual award ceremony today at the casino in Nichols. Over 120 recipients split the $2 million. The organizations address poverty, hunger, children's issues, and the arts, among others. The event is typically held on Giving Tuesday and $500,000 after the property received some tax breaks this year. Because the casino is doing well financially, Director of Marketing Jim Weed says the amount grew to a record $2 million.
Jeff Garrell just kind of is confirming his promise that when he built this facility, he's going to give it. He's going to be a part of the community. He's going to give back to the community, and that's what he does. He does so much more than the foundation. I mean, we're constantly, there's donations throughout the year that go out to different various organizations.
Among the recipients is the nonprofit A Room to Heal, which creates healing environments for children facing serious medical conditions. Since its founding 20 years ago, A Room to Heal has renovated over 150 children's rooms and community spaces. Board President Linda Snyder says Goral's generosity is unmatched in our area.
This is huge. This is probably the biggest donation we get every year. We've gotten this for a couple of years now, and this is a huge donation for us.
Goral also gave a personal donation of $100,000 to the food bank of the Southern Tier. Weed says there were nearly 200 applications this year, a record, and that many worthy causes did not receive grants. So he encourages everyone, those who received and those who did not, to reapply
next year. So that was Jeff Corral that donated the $100,000. So very generous man, very generous. Okay, let's see. What do we got here? That was on channel My Hometown News. And okay, so that's, and I think that's about it. Let's see. Yep, let's go ahead and let's see. Go to WENY. Anything on WENY? Let's go news, local. Anything on the local side of the house? And wow, there's nothing over here. Not seeing anything. Let's see. Let's see what the latest videos. No, nothing there. Oh, let's check the overall news. And I am not seeing anything. So let's go to channel 18, My Twin Tiers. And not seeing anything. Okay, let's go to Fox, or to, let's see, Owego Penny Saver. Let's see, when is this? This is December 5th. Lights on the River. Let's go ahead and show this one. This is on the Owego Penny Saver. This is going to happen this Friday. Let's see. I'll bring that up. There we go. That's the Owego Penny Saver, historical Owego Marketplace. That's where they have the Strawberry Festival. Lights on the River. It's an annual event. And let me see what the verbiage here says on the. Guests will be, people will be heading downtown Owego on December 5th between 5 and 9. The historical Owego Marketplace presents Lights on the River, an annual event that will illuminate the village here in Owego, New York. And I'll give you an idea what that looks like. There is the lights on Owego. That's the bridge right there. That's right, right on the Owego side there. As far as that takes place there, that's Lights on the River. This is a picture of last year's, where the people down there downtown, they close off the downtown area and sort of celebrate the winter. And don't forget the popular Parade of Lights, welcoming decorated ATVs, UTVs, and Jeeps with Christmas lights. Other activities includes DJ Bob Russell in the Courthouse Square. He's a DJ. I know that guy. He's like, eh. Anyway, and the OFA Chamber Singers will perform. So it's an activity that's out there. It's on Front and Lake Street. Look for Make a Holiday Card and the Tioga Arts Council. There's a whole bunch of activities as far as that goes. And it's a very, very good event. It's going to be cold, though. Here's a picture of one of the street lights there on the bridge. And let's see, we'll get back to that here. And they'll have fireworks, a grand firework display sponsored by one of the local merchants there. As far as that goes, a lot of activities just to get out and have some fun in the cold, I guess you could say. So again, there's a picture of the folks there, and it's pretty cool stuff. I don't usually go. I don't like going out in the cold weather. Okay, that was on the Owego Penny Sayer. Let's see, WKGB, nothing on there on Binghamton 92.5. That's the radio station there. Up there in Binghamton or Buffalo, 4 inches of snow expected to come across most of New York State from this article on 106. So we probably had a lot more than that in some other areas and stuff. So, but let's see, nothing really going on there. They're talking about the snow. Of course, they had some snow up there in Buffalo. Nothing on Power 93.3. Let's see, radio station WGR 550. Nothing there. And what happened to 1440? Anything on there? Yeah, Cyber Monday was historic as far as it had billions and more money was spent on cyber. Let's see, it was the 20th annual Cyber Monday online event. I think I talked about this. Estimated $13.2 billion they made. They're estimated to make. That's more than what they made. They made on Black Friday. Their record sales and stuff like that. So. Oh, Hal's on. Okay, I think that's about it, folks, as far as that goes. And just to give a shameless plug, over there on my X page, there I am. There's the posting over on X for the Tioga Radio Show. You can click on that. That's the picture that I have of the Tioga Radio Show. And let me bring that up. No, we don't want that. There we go. We'll do that. There it is. The Tioga Radio Show. Some great music tracks. Check it out. I did this yesterday. Posted it up there on @FiremanRich. There's a picture of me on doing the hashtag Want to Be Radio DJ. That's a new picture, and that's over on X right there. As far as @FiremanRich on X, my mainstay, folks, for postings here on this thing called the internet. And I guess that's about it as far as we're all done here. And let's see, we have some comments here. And Captain Rehab, shameless plug. Yeah, I got to plug it. I don't get any traction over there. I like doing that. I've been doing that for years. It just that I get inspiration from the local radio, especially WEBO 102.95.3, which is out of Pennsylvania here, Rock Channel, WKGB, WAAL. I like listening to the radio. My first piece of tech was a AM FM radio my grandfather gave me when I was a kid back in the 60s with the little earbud. And I've always enjoyed listening to the radio and stuff. I have my set radio stations. So, yeah, it's a shameless plug. I'll admit it. What the hell? It's my live stream there, Captain Rehab. So, but thank you for pointing that out. I had a shameless plug. You're right on point there. But we are at the end of our broadcast. So I want to say thank you to Tina, our Jersey girl, for being here, as well as Tony D, my brother veteran, my good friend and fellow broadcaster. Thank you, Tony. Check him out on Sundays there. Well, he just did I saw alert. He did a broadcast last night, but he does the Sunday at 10:30 Belt Kings Fantasy Football. He's always giving me a plug. I got to give him a plug. He's a great guy. Look for Tony D over there on Twitch, and he's over here on Rumble and YouTube and all over the place and stuff. So thank you, Tony, for being here. Have a good day today. Tim Fan 40, he was there. You want to get down, Bug? Come on. Okay. Tim Fan 40 from Michigan. Thank you, our resident contractor. Be safe there, Tim, and have a good one. And Captain Rehab, thank you, sir. Always a pleasure to have you here hanging out with you. I take it you're back at work today, sloughing off watching this my sorry ass here on the live stream. No, have a great day there, Captain Rehab, and appreciate it. And let's see, we're going down the list. Tina, we had the Wandering Australia popped in from down under there. Late night for him. But thank you, Wandering Australia. Always a pleasure. Thank you very much. Have a great, you're starting a new day. Then we had Rita, who was at Pa Hattie Google 35 over on the YouTube. She stopped in, or he or she, I guess, Rita, I don't know, from India. Thank you for being here. Appreciate that. And Big Juice was in the house, coming in from the Buckeye State of Ohio. Thank you very much, Big Juice. And, of course, Captain Rehab finishes that out with a shameless plug comment. It's a good one. I like that one. That was a good one there, Captain Rehab. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. All right, folks, I'm Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich, wishing you all well. I don't know if I'm going to take a walk today. I might. It's still 19 degrees. It was 21 degrees when we started. Now it's 19. I don't know. The wind's not blowing. I may take a walk. It's supposed to get windy the next couple of days from what the missus is saying. So we're going to go ahead and maybe take a walk here. I'll get bundled up. I got bundled up yesterday, but it was like 31 degrees yesterday. So it was a little bit warmer than 19. So, but the wind's not blowing, so it should be all right. But I'm Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich over on X, my mainstay for posting on these social media feeds. All others, you can Google at Fireman Rich and you can see where I'm at as far as that goes and the like. So you all have a great Wednesday. We're halfway through the week. We'll be back on Friday. We'll be doing the audio podcast tomorrow for Thursday over there on Spotify. We repurpose this audio on Spotify. It'll be up here shortly after I get done. I just have to do a little editing and post it up there on Spotify. At Fireman Rich on Spotify. At Fireman Rich over on Spotify. And we appreciate the listens over there. We appreciate the views here that people weren't in the comments, and also the replays. Thank you very much from the heart. I greatly appreciate it. And we'll be back Friday for the Friday morning coffee. And until then, you all have a great one as we're working towards the weekend once again. And we're halfway through. And you all have a great Wednesday. Live life. Have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks. And have a good one. Be safe. Later, alligator. Captain Rehab.